Alright, so this is a little demo test of Doodlecast. It is a iPad application that allows you to draw on the screen and then record yourself drawing on the screen and then send that drawing to yourself. So I'm going to change the background to look just a default color. I'm just going to try and do some typing. I'm setting the brush to quite small, just set it to a black ink. And let's just see me writing fairly badly, like when I was in little school. I could probably write better when I was 6, but I guess you probably get better at this with practice. Maybe it's easier to write in caps, and I'm sure people who are good at whiteboarding would probably find this a lot easier. But this is kind of cool. I mean, obviously it's got an eraser. We can go and erase these things. As I said, you can change the background, so we can change it to a kind of a chalky board. And if I set my ink color as white, it's kind of white and black, as opposed to the other way around. I'm just going to draw actually this. I'm not going to try and I can't get it to draw. There's always trouble when you're trying to demo something. Obviously, I'm set on the eraser. There we go. So set that back. So I'm not going to try and do any more writing. This is just, I'm not quite sure what use the sales guys and what have you are going to have for a tablet, Khan Academy style thing, but maybe they'll draw things. I have no idea. And obviously you can change colours and change the size of the brush. You can fill this in, so a quarter of that and some of that. And this is all very just off the cuff. We can hover pointers around the screen, so I can be pointing to this section down here and say this 25% represents whatever this 25% represents, and you can change the actual pointer. You can change it to like a crosshair. So this section here is for this, and this section over here is for the other. All very simple, I guess. I'm doing this on the fly. I haven't actually put any planning into this, which is probably why I sound a little mad or mental. I'm just drawing and talking, and I'm not really know what I'm drawing or what I'm talking about. So it's pretty neat. It's very simple to do. Writing obviously seemed to be a bit of a challenge earlier on. I think that is something that you'd probably get eventually. Change the background. There are a whole bunch of different backgrounds that you can select. This all looks odd now because I did it on white, but just forget this crazy drawing that's going on. You can also select pictures from your camera roll. So if I overlay, there's a picture of Millie. If I erase, clear the screen, so everything's gone, I've now got a picture of Millie, my little silky terrier. And so if I was showing you Millie, I'd be like, that's Millie. Point at that. Again, that's a nose. This is an eye. This is an eye. This is an ear. This is an ear. Obvious things. This is a Washington Post, or I don't know what it might be, the Boston Globe. I have no idea. But just showing you that you can use pictures or anything that's in your camera roll. Just changed it to a something that I captured off the iPad. I shouldn't really share the fact that I used draw something. So here's a different picture. Erase this, clear the screen, change the text to white, and change it to white again because I got it wrong. This is obviously an iPad. This is the keyboard. It's kind of cool. It's got lots of keys, and this is the keyboard. I'm going to run out of space, obviously. But it certainly shows promise. I like the fact, obviously, that you can record the video and audio. Obviously, I'm speaking to you whilst this is going on. So I'm going to save this off now and just send it through as an example of how terrible some people draw. But I think it will give you a flavour for what this app can do. It's called, what is it called? I have to go find that out myself. It's called Doodlecast Pro. It's an iPad app. It costs $4. Styluses are, you know, $10 on Amazon, and I think this could actually be a pretty good way to do it. I do have a Wacom Bamboo tablet, and I find this app actually a lot easier to use than the Bamboo tablet. I find that very difficult. Other people may have different experiences, but from my perspective, this has been pretty simple to use. So anyway, signing off. Thanks.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.